and gentlemen, give it up for Alex! Started here, and now he's already on TV. This guy's a fucking legend.
Whoa! I'm so happy to be back. It's been so long, I have the feeling I don't recognize anybody anymore. No, it's true, but I have to admit, I'm a little bit like the plastic surgeon of the Kardashians. I'm really bad with faces. Yeah, I've seen you've been to the practice of that doctor. Huh. Well, don't worry, we can always use you as a bad example. It's fine. So yeah, comedy, I think everybody that ever tried to do comedy, we can all say it's not easy. And it's not easy even if you do it in your own language. And then, yeah, this idiot thought, well, let's try and do this in Indonesian. And at first I got away with it because I was like that one albino monkey in the zoo that everybody wanted to see. But then quickly they realized they didn't understand a word of what I was saying. And these were the lucky ones. Yeah, because the people that understood me, they realized I wasn't funny. But so happy to be back here because I can use sarcasm again, I can be ironic, I can be offensive. Ooh, I love it. There, they didn't get all this shit. And it was for television. So for example, I did this joke. I said, I feel like shit because my wife, she left me. Yeah, she left me for my best friend. And it's really tough on me because I really miss my friend. And they look at, yeah, go for it. I didn't have applause there, so they looked at me, nobody laughed. And they go like, did you already talk to him? What the fuck? So yeah, I'm really happy to be back. The only thing that bothers me a bit is the rain in Bali. I mean, fuck, full on. A few days ago, it was raining really, really bad. And my wife, she was staring through the window. And she was looking so sad that I almost let her back in. But she's tough. I didn't. I mean, you women, you're strong, so much stronger than men. I mean, you can bleed for days and still not die. I mean, I had that one girl in my van, she lasted 10 days. No, this is comedy, I mean, not everything I say is true. No, I have a car, it's not a van. So, being in Jakarta was amazing. I got to meet a lot of people. And I got to know a lot of people that were full of shit. And I learned that not all of them were constipated. No? Yeah, I see smart jokes is still an issue in Canggu. No worries. It will only cost you a beer. You buy me a beer and I will explain the joke. Good? In the meantime, I would like to apologize. My humor is a bit like food for Indonesians or Africans. Not everybody gets it. Who's getting hungry for more? One of the guys I met there, he's a famous comedian. His name is Ichal Kate, and he's the wet dream of every pedophile that wants to be legal. Now, you should see the guy. He looks like a 10-year-old boy, but he's in fact 25. So, legal. Yeah, you pervert. I give his number later on. It's good, it's good. So, Ichakate, he also has this problem. He didn't understand sarcasm. And he said, yeah, Alex, I like to join DEUS, the comedy, but my English no good. You will help me? I was like, yeah, of course, dude. I said, would be great if you go on stage. Remember, he's that big. You come on stage and you say, hello, everybody. I'm going to be the biggest comedian tonight. And he looked at me but I'm the smallest? Fuck! So difficult. But anyway, let's go back to the pedophilia stories, so much nicer. I think being a pedophile that wants to be legal, that must be like playing blackjack. Your goal is just to get above 20, but somehow you always end up less than 14. Go for it. So yeah, happy to be back, and all the expats here. We have to admit we have a great life in our Bali bubble, or should we call it Canggu bubble? But I think we should be more respectful. I think at least we should learn to speak the language. I mean, if you want to fit in with locals, it's important you learn the language. Yeah? Yeah. So, if you're fitting in with a local and she says, sakit, sakit, then at least you understand that your penis is too big. And also, use a condom. I know they say condoms is for pussies, but I know assholes that like it. Yeah. A gay friend, Lupo, he told me this, and this guy has been through a lot of shit. Thank you, I was happy to be offensive again.